Okay, be honest. When was the last time you saw the original Xbox Splash intro?
30 seconds ago when I hit play early.
I'd say like 7 years, 8 years maybe.
Yeah, no,
my dad's place, he has Madden.
Oh yeah, Madden.
One of the old Maddens.
It had been a while for me before I started playing this game for this.
It's a classic intro.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm Frenzy the Killbot. I've got Swordfish and Cletus with me. Welcome to Let's Play Black. So this is an original Xbox game. It's actually Xbox and PS2 and nothing else. It has this really serious, really dramatic intro sequence with like orchestral music and radio chatter, but it goes on for like 2.5 minutes, so I'm really not going to bother being quiet for it.
Cool.
This is very dramatic.
It is.
I feel like I'm about to watch a film.
So, actually, it's
got an original score.
It does. It's interesting you say that, because this game was really trying to sort of be like a movie. So the whole game is kind of this, like, big action thing with, like, loud gunshots and explosions and all this kind of stuff. And what they really wanted was to try and recreate scenes from action movies, like the really big, the ones you remember, basically.
Wait, there's live action in this?
There is.
That's awesome.
It has live action cutscenes.
Finally. Oh, but it's not part of the game.
We'll be getting to that shortly. But yeah, so the whole thing's trying to be like an action movie.
Okay. So this is like the Matrix movie?
Haha. I don't know if I'd say that.
I'm ready to be disappointed. Did they have a good Matrix game? I can't even think of.
They did. Enter the Matrix was amazing.
They had a full like MMORPG that was really cool.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, but they did have
they did have
a full one.
They did. No, I'm talking about they had a game that was like just. It was actually like a canonical thing that took place between the second and third movies. And there was like a whole DOS hacking mini game to it. It was wild. But that's pretty off topic.
Yeah. What year did this come out in?
Oh my god, I don't remember. I think it might be 2001.
If it was like original Xbox.
Yeah, like it came
probably
out...
be like early to mid 2000s.
Yeah, maybe 2004 actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I remember having to use the year when I searched it on YouTube for...
2005.
2005, okay.
February 11th, 2005. This is almost an anniversary.
It's very close to, yeah. Yeah, but it's interesting because it's kind of... In my mind, it's one of the first examples of like a modern military shooter. Video games tend to be kind of like sci-fi stuff or like wild actiony stuff, and this is the first one that's kind of very realistic or trying to be realistic in terms of action movies.
Okay. I was going to ask why the hell you picked this game. So
It's got a special place in my heart.
Okay.
There is one thing about this game that I want to get out of the way, and that is that it loves its guns. Like every sequence or every loading screen and they focus on the guns so much. The details and the animations.
Yeah, that's pretty good for 2005.
Yeah, well, the weapon models and animations have like an insane number of polygons for the time, and everything else kind of is what is background noise to the guns. You'll see what I mean, but let's get to that live action cutscene.
Keller, J. Sergeant First Class, serial number 7178412. Iran, Guatemala, Colombia, Croatia. Very impressive.
I know what you're trying to do, sir. It ain't gonna work.
No, Sergeant Keller, you don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm here to clean up this mess. If you cooperate. If I walk out that door, everything you did will be declassified. You will be convicted, you will be discharged, you will spend the rest of your life in prison. Very well, Sergeant. Have it your way.
Wait. What do you want me to do?
Tell me everything you know about Seventh Wave.
Weapons dealers. Heavy hitters dealing mostly in high-spec, former Eastern Bloc hardware. Clients began to include terrorist cells. Seventh Wave was escalated to priority status after they took out 9 agency spooks. Coordinated executions. Division wanted Seventh Wave taken out with extreme prejudice. Intel zeroed in on 3 possible targets. Valencia was the boss. Reuven and Yevtushenko were the muscle. 3 teams were tasked with Overwatch until it was time to take them out. I had one of those teams. Intel suspected the Brits, Chinese, and Israelis had teams in the area. Everyone was after these guys.
Who was the 4th man?
Gun for hire. Didn't think much of him at the time.
What went wrong?
We got made.
Hammerhead 6-2, this is Alpha 2-9. We have eyes on 2-5. Hammerhead 6-2, this is 2-5. We're pinned down. I have multiple casualties. Request priority medevac on my location. 5-1, this is 3-1. I'm on the other side of the block. I'm coming to you now.
So that was excellent.
Yeah, right?
That was a very good live-action cutscene.
Yeah, you don't see those much in video games. I was just thinking of the Command and Conquer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nice.
Alright, right off the bat, we actually get introduced to, like, sort of a unique weapon mechanic. And that is that shotguns have a special use to open locked doors.
Neat.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Pop
a little... it's a little goofy, and it only works on certain doors, but it's a thing.
Not too much finesse there, you know.
No. They're useful for other things as well.
Like killing people?
Oh, God.
That?
Yeah.
Is that your teammate?
No, that was a bad guy.
Are
Okay.
you sure that's not a rocket launcher?
It's pretty close to one.
Casualties. Request priority medevac on my location.
Not a big fan of reloading, eh?
Nope. Yeah.
This looks like GoldenEye. Like,
No, it doesn't.
No, the reload sounded like GoldenEye.
Okay. I was gonna say, it might
but I
look
mean, like the levels, like the kind of textures on the walls.
No, this is way better than GoldenEye. You're thinking, you've got, like, rose-tinted glasses.
Oh, probably.
GoldenEye is, like, wildly flat textures and stuff.
That's true. Maybe I'm like they did the remake of GoldenEye, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, they did. This would
Maybe I'm
probably be
thinking of
similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone has that, like, old video games that you know and love. You think they looked amazing.
Yeah, I won't go back and play it anymore because
No.
it'll ruin it.
It will. Alright, another thing I want to talk about here before we get into that firefight. This game also has kind of an interesting thing with collectibles. But they're actually considered...
Oh, that's why you picked this game.
Shush. They're actually considered secondary objectives, and you need to collect a certain number of them to pass the mission. Early on, it's not very many, but later in the game on harder difficulties, it's almost all of them in the level. So this first one here is the recon objective, and there's one of these in every level that actually foreshadow the next level. So it mentioned the Trineska border crossing, and that is actually level 2 of the game.
Neat.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The second type of secondary objective is called the armament objective, and that's just sort of a secret weapon. It tends to be something that you can't get anywhere else in the level, and they're usually pretty fun.
Hammerhead 6-2, this is Alpha 2-9. We have eyes on 2-5. DZ receiving heavy fire. Multiple hostiles inbound from 5-1's location. Request AC-130 gunship support.
Negative 2-9. 2 hours is en route to reinforced. Rally on their position and do what you can.
So yeah, this is where it turns into a bit of an action movie. This Uzi has a magazine size of 90 bullets.
As Uzis do.
Right,
I believe.
obviously. The other thing about this game is that I consider it kind of a glorified tech demo. They did a lot of cool stuff with like even this depth of field when you reload, particle effects, weapon or environmental destruction. Like at the time, this was insanely impressive.
I do love me some destructible terrain.
Okay, next secondary objective. This is one of the ones that there's multiple of in every level. Blackmail objectives, which are like computers and safes. And this tends to be stuff that sort of the intelligence community would find embarrassing. So that one was details about extraordinary rendition. Yeah, which is a real thing. They're not all real, some of them are. But they tend to be stuff...
A rendition of what?
Yeah, we won't get into specifics. Google it.
Very well.
Did I just see you push that door on the ground?
Yeah.
Are the physics pretty...
I mean, they were great for the time.
Yeah.
These
I was
days
just thinking
it's-
of asshole physics here, you know?
Yeah, there's not much opportunity for that.
No, okay.
No. And it's a completely single-player game, so you can't really mess with people. No friendly fire also, if you were a little worried about my
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
there.
I was going to ask, but I keep seeing the green dot, so...
Okay, last
He's
type of
got
secondary...
tinnitus.
Last type of secondary objective is intel objectives. And this is stuff that you want to collect for the CIA or NSA or whoever we're working for. I don't know if it's even mentioned, really.
They look like the Communist Star.
Yeah, they're like dossiers, and then also things like lockboxes, like this one here. So this is actually a reference to a movie, which I made some... It's a 1992 movie called Sneakers, and Professor Janik's black box is like the MacGuffin that can be used to hack into any computer system, and it gets stolen by bad guys, and it's a whole thing. But there's a theme in this game. All the information is like NSA, CIA, hacking, spy stuff.
I really like the little jump they do when they die.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, Saving Private Ryan right there.
The tower?
Yeah, well, I guess there's lots of tower movies, but...
Yeah. I think in Saving Private Ryan is a sniper too, but we're going to solve it in a similar
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah. Same with, what is it, Inglourious Bastards?
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Band of Brothers.
Oh, that one right there, Papoose Lake, is another real one. That's a lake in the, what is it, the Groom Lake Restricted Area, also known as Area 51.
Ooh. This is so educational, Frenzy.
Right?
Yeah. There's a lot of shit in this crappy little city here.
Hammerhead 6-2, this is Echo 5-1. Package has escaped the net. I say again, package has escaped the net. Do any heroes have a visual? Over.
Stand by, 5-1. 5-1, that is a negative. Do not pursue the package. Hold your position and secure the location. Do you copy?
Be advised, target type 2 still in the perimeter. Target 4 has just entered the building west of Bravo team.
Bravo here, I'm going in.
Hold your position, Bravo.
Moving to intercept.
You will hold your position, Bravo.
So our player character is Bravo. And as you can see, he's not very fond of following orders, which might explain why in the cutscenes he's in handcuffs.
Is Echo 5-1 from Halo as well? Was that...
That was Echo 419.
Yeah.
I can't believe I still remember that.
How can you forget?
Just played recently when I was home for Christmas. So.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. That's stuck in my brain. Here's another sort of old video game thing this game does, is that at the end it gives you like a rundown of your objectives completed and enemies killed.
Not enough destruction, apparently.
No, so destruction, in the hardest difficulty, you actually have to commit a level of destruction in order to pass the level as well. But not in normal.
So the mission time is good for speedrunning. I've been watching a lot of GoldenEye speedrunning videos.
I was recently I read like a blog post about people still trying to shave 1 second off GoldenEye times.
Oh,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
It was the grenade drop, right? On radar?
Maybe.
I
I think it was that,
Yeah.
It's wild that people
Yeah.
still
There's
do
still
that.
people trying to find that one glitch on Super Mario.
Yeah.
There's
I'm going to look up the mission times and I'm going to say what the world record is just to embarrass you.
That's pretty cool. That'd be a neat thing to do. But anyway, that's the end of the video. So thank you everyone for watching. See you later.